Please, every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space.
So guys, like, subscribe, and share, right?
From various political parties on political process, views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to F1 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Angels. Mama Kosedu Agwaptal Maria. Owetri Mesenike Kemonso. Ekene Maria Jitel na Grace Osebru Anonyeli. Eden God's next tip Moronine. Ojas in God's Puma forgive Jesu. Maria Jason Nenke Chubu. Rebala Ninjayo. Kita Namano. Amen. Nyaju Odibowani Kosebru. Korele Mukisiku. Ekene Maria Jitel na Grace Osebru Anonyeli, Eden God's next Boronine, others in God's Puma forgive Jesu. Maria Jason, Nenke Chubu, Rebellion Ninjayo, Kita Amen. Okwe Melaro, Obedient Line, Nekene Maria, Egyptian na Gracia, Osebru Anonyeli. Next Boronine, others in God's Puma forgive Jesu. Maria Jason, Nenke Chubu, Rebellion Ninjayo, Kita Amen. Gabalanya, your own Nenke Chukujaso, I yogi Uchuku, Kidney Grasa, Yimodai, Carbonian Jabutelusama, where my little Christian Wadi. Sinafia Nubia, where Batano soon and beaten Ahoya, Stella Christi, Amen. What's told the Rena, Nawana Monso, it's all the name of what's told the Rena, Nawana Monso, it's all the name of what's told the Rena, Nawana Monso, it's all the name of Amen. Pablo Bindini Nekwere no Galaga. Sene Kechu, Pablo Bifaz Liken and Dokwa. Amen.
Onye wani manero no. Kachineke dike ni negozi ono. Na wa na monso.
Amen.
Ebela dialogue site na nkwado ndị Love Bite Foods and Beverages Limited Nnobi. Ndị na-alụpụta Love Bite Bread nọ na number 1 Motu Madoka Close, Umuru Nnobi, 081 49 82 82 54. News update on F1 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles, 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated. To be informed, news updates, live reports, F1 FM brings the news with actuality.
I believe that people are hoping for a new Nigeria.
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/gistfm.
Good evening and welcome to Abona, the 103.5 FM News Update today, Wednesday, the 17th day of May 2023, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Ifeanyi Ekezie is my name. The headlines. "2023 polls, Anambra INEC ad hoc staff protest non-payment of allowances. Umahi savior to Ebonyi people. Ato Eze. Delta Guba. Why I am contesting Oborowori's victory. Bagi, SDP candidate. Police arrest 4 over murder of monarch in Ebonyi State. IYC attacks Tinubu on winning Nigerians' trust with Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa, Guba polls. Parents Call police after Illinois teacher offers LGBTQ book to her students. Now, details. 2023 polls. Anambra INEX ad hoc staff protest non-payment of allowances. Over 150 ad hoc staff of the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC who worked in Anambra during the just concluded elections have protested the non-payment of their allowances. The visibly angry protesters who thronged the INEC headquarters in Oka carrying placards called for their immediate payment. Placards borne by the ad hoc staff had inscriptions such as "Pay us our money," INEC, "You cannot eat our money," "Laborers are worth their wages," among several others. Chanting songs that derogated INEC, the protesters blocked the gates to the commission, refusing most vehicles entry and exit. Some of the protesters who spoke to journalists said, "We were only paid 3,000 naira as feeding allowance on the day of the election, while the remnant of the 14,000 naira is being owed us for each of the two elections, the presidential and national assembly, the state house of assembly elections. They are about to conclude the issue of payment, yet we have not been paid. They told us that the problem was with Access Bank and Zenith Bank, and we were told to submit our other bank accounts, which we did, yet they are yet to pay us. We are over 300 that have not received our allowances. All we are asking is that INEC pay us the money they agreed to pay us. It is only in Nigeria that people work and do not get paid. We all know the risk associated with conducting elections in this part of the country, yet we defied the odds and risked our lives to ensure that democracy is sustained, and the only way INEC wants to pay us back is by owing us. This is quite unfair, and we want to call on the appropriate authorities to look into this matter and ensure that we get our monies," the protester pleaded. Attempts to reach the resident electoral commissioner in charge of INEC in Anambra, Queen Elizabeth Agu, was not successful. Her phone rang out without an answer. Umahi, savior to Ebonyi people, Ato Eze. Governor David Nweze Umahi has been described as a savior sent from God to change the face of Ebonyi State. A business mogul, Prince Ato Eze, stated this while commissioning an 18-span flyover at the Abaomege Junction, Onisha local government area named after him by the present administration in the state. Also commissioned by Prince Ato Eze was the Abaomege Ugulangu Okposi Road. Prince Eze, while appreciating Governor Umahi for immortalizing him through the flyover, applauded him for the massive infrastructural transformation of the state. Our people suffered so much some years ago when they were talking about state creation. God brought this man, a savior. He has changed the face of Ebonyi State. I could not recognize Abakaliki again. God gave him the vision. One day he will become the president of this country. Earlier, Governor Umahi thanked Prince Ato Eze for being a succor to all manner of persons over the years. He appealed to him to make himself a rallying point for the Ndibo in the forthcoming presidency of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. I am using this opportunity to beg you to be the face of Ndibo in Tinubu's administration. If you put yourself forward, the Igbo man will not be neglected. You have raised a lot of people. I have never seen any man that has outperformed you in this regard. History is made today. I think it should be 3 years back when we invited Ato Eze to lay the foundation of this flyover for so many reasons. One, he was very key to our struggle. He took me in his vehicle to the villa to meet President Goodluck Jonathan, and he said, "This is the man that will be the governor of Ebonyi State," and Mr. President tipped my name. The history of the development of Ebonyi State will not be complete without mentioning Ato Eze. Umahi called on people, especially the younger generation, to learn to show gratitude for any good action and abstain from paying back evil for good. Anybody that has helped you in life, we should continue to appreciate them, and that is why we named this flyover bridge Engineer Prince Ato Eze Flyover, a man that has made so many politicians. He gives money in millions of dollars and he doesn't ask you to pay him back. The Commissioner for Works and Transport, Ebonyi State, Engineer Ogbonnaya Abasi Abara, said Prince Ato Eze Flyover became necessary to ease the cross-border movement of trucks between Cross River and Ebonyi states. Eze arrived Ebonyi State with his private jet Boeing 5N PZE via Muhammad Buhari International Airport, Onueke, at noon. Delta Guba, why I am contesting Oborowori's victory. Bagi, SDP candidate. The governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party, SDP in Delta State, Olorogun Kenneth Bagi, in the March 18, 2023 governorship election at the state, has given reasons for challenging the declaration of the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Mr. Sheriff Oborowori, as winner of the poll at the Governorship Election Petition Tribunal in his 76-page petition filed by his lead counsel, Chris Uche's son. Bagi stated that we are maintaining three basic grounds. One is that all the other parties and their candidates are not qualified. Secondly, the election itself was not conducted in line with the Electoral Act 2022 as amended and other statutory provisions. Bagi alleged that those who attempt to contest the election with him were not qualified for the race, saying that his prayer was to remove persons who have no business contesting governorship election in the state. Delta State needs a renewed atmosphere of honesty and purposeful character in the election. There was lots of malpractice, vote buying, food being cooked for people, wrappers being bought for them. All of these are part of what the Electoral Act spelled out to be a crime. My petition has encompassed all of that, and I believe strongly that the judiciary would do what they ought to do. Bagi is also asking the tribunal to declare him as the only qualified candidate for the election, nullify the certificate of return issued by INEC to Oborowori, and order INEC to issue a fresh certificate of return to him as the winner of the election. In the alternative, Bagi also prayed the tribunal to order a fresh election due to irregularities that characterized the election and non-compliance to the election guideline on the use of the beavers. Police arrest four over murder of monarch in Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State Police Command has arrested four suspects in connection with the alleged murder of a traditional ruler, Ezeogo Christopher Igbokwe, who was shot dead on February 7, 2023 in his palace at Eza, North Local Government Area of Ebonyi State. Parading the suspects at the police headquarters Abakaliki on Monday, the police public relations officer, Mrs. Onome Onowapokoya, gave the names of the suspect as Nnabuike Egede, male, known as Champagne, Chukwudi Aliewa, male, Obinna Igwe, male, and Okechukwu Nwambegbu, male. The police image maker said 30 other suspects who equally were implicated in the murder were at large and would be arrested. Mrs. Onawapoya disclosed that the suspects scaled the fence of the traditional ruler's palace and shot him severally while he was resting on a couch. It was gathered that the suspected murderers were on a revenge mission following alleged killing of one of their gang members terrorizing the community some years ago. The police also arrested an armed robbery suspect and alleged cultists whose names were given as Ifeanyi Chukwu Ogele, Chukwunonso Nwale, and Emeka Nwoku. In an interview, some of the suspects confessed to the crime, while items allegedly recovered from them include 3 locally made pistols, 2 AA live cartridges, 6 rounds of 9mm live ammunition, and a motorcycle. The police public relations officer said the suspects will be arraigned in court after investigations. IYC taxed Tinubu on winning Nigeria's trust with Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa Guba polls. Yenegua, Ijaw youths under the umbrella of the Ijaw Youth Council, IYC, have stated that the governorship election in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi states, scheduled for November 11, 2023, will be the litmus test for the democratic credentials of the incoming administration of the president-elect, Bola Tinubu. National spokesman for the IYC, Ebilade Ekerefe, stated this during a press conference held at the Ijaw House in Yenegua on Tuesday as a part of activities to mark the 2023 Isaac Boro Day. According to him, many Nigerians are not convinced that Tinubu is the right choice, but having been declared winner, the president-elect has a burden to win the trust of the people by ensuring free, credible, and transparent off-cycle governorship posts in the 3 states. He also said that Ijaw youths were looking forward to a new partnership between the Niger Delta people and the incoming administration of the president-elect. The Ijaw Youth leader said, "We believe that Asiwaju Tinubu, as a former activist and Democrat, will understand the plight of the people of the Niger Delta more and has said to the genuine desire of our people and our development." Now we move over to the foreign scene. Parents call